So, when you're playing like this, you're playing an okay game against a team around middle of the pack, you would guess. Just since Northern Arizona don't have too much experience in EGF and Colorado, just because of their record, you have to kind of guess that maybe upper middle of the pack, run to that sort of
It's
level.
hard to tell.
It's really hard to tell. But because this game is being so physical, because it's tied up, I think it's just going to escalate. This could just be like demos everywhere. This could be absolutely crazy going into game three.
This has been a complete swap of styles. This has been absolutely brutal. It's a demolition derby on the pitch right now for our final game of the day, and it's the adaptations. And I'm really looking at Castillo for this and how do Colorado work around this incredibly physical player that has made life so difficult for them so far.
Think they've just kind of molded their own style for this game around it. Let's
Fair?
demo. That's all demo. But
Yeah.
Castillo is kind of like carrying the weight of all the demo hopes of Northern Arizona on their own. So it's just be interesting to see how physical this game gets, and if the more physical team is probably the bigger benefactor. That's the kind of the big question here.
Aiden with an opportunity. AP able to challenge that one. And I mean, it's not just, brain dead run in and smash people. The timing of Castillo's contact and how they position themselves to interrupt is so smart. And just so frame perfect. As it's Thumper coming up with this one and the answer from Colorado. But the ball does land all the way back. And despite the demo, it's NAU right back on the attack. Castillo gets a little bit of an awkward touch on it. The ball goes wide. And the result is Colorado emerging with possession. Pass over to AP off the post.
I think Northern Arizona have missed a lot of chances this game. Starting to become a concern for me just after that last one, especially when the game's currently tied and it's getting more intense by the second. You got to start taking those chances, and I think Northern Arizona have now missed a couple too many.
Could come back to bite them, particularly at a series as close as this. Spark trying to boot it up over the top. Goes right to Castillo. Castillo was looking at an open net. Thumper narrowly making it back in the nick of time. AP with some more physicality coming out of the Buffaloes. And Thumper's going to go ahead and boot one down. Try to initiate some offense here for the University of Colorado. Having none of it, and you go back on the attack. Castillo misses that ball up high. I think went for the play on the opposition as opposed to the ball itself, looking for some more of that contact. Spark doing good. Keep it out of the net, and NAU kind of struggling to put together anything substantial on that assault.
You know what's weird? I was expecting a lot of goals, a lot of demos, whatever. I think we're still getting the physicality. But I was expecting it to lead the goals. It seems to just be leading to this chat. Oh, I should just not speak. Genuinely, I've cursed everything that's happened today.
Oh, no. Castillo wants to keep talking. And it was a huge... That one led to the goal. It was the big contact we saw up front. I think it might have been Aiden who got that big push to force the defense off the ball and just open things up wide. Easy goal for Castillo. The teams are doing a great job of adapting, though, and I think that's what's led to a smaller scoreline, a lower scoreline than we saw in games 1 and 2.
I just had this chaotic scenario in my head where everyone's blowing each other up, scoring goals, and it's just hectic. It's just all chaos. I think I was just describing my ideal Rocket League game, to be honest, but we'll leave that out of it.
Well, I think all the other things have been true outside of the goals. It's still been fairly physical and chaotic. But the defense stepping up. Both squads really performing well in their own half. Thumper misses that one, though. Aiden almost got underneath it. AP trying to get past Battle Team at the moment. Has Castillo right on their heels. Eventually does push it down, but a big clear from Battle Team. And it's right back the other way.
And both teams are kind of matching each other. I don't really think any team's really playing a higher tempo. Both teams are very proactive. It's one of those games, kind of like the early stages of Siena versus Delaware, where it was very even. Both teams kind of doing similar things. But there was that one moment, actually just early in game one. It was after 2.5 minutes or so where Delaware just upped the tempo, and then suddenly they had control of the entire series. I wonder if there is one adjustment to be made by either of these teams that will give them control of the entire series.
It's tough to tell. I mean, this is a high-risk, high-reward play style, and neither team really getting punished too bad for the risk. And yeah, let's take another look at that. To say until I was the one that opened my fat mouth on that one. Aiden with some slick moves along the wall, able to put it right in front of the net. Just a little bit of a whiff there from AP, who was trying to challenge near post, and that is it. Battle team's able to find the finish.
Spark at the back post. I think it slid into Spark and just went straight in as well. Yeah, bumper for the own goal, actually, as Paul tells him. You know what? I think it was just a messy play for all of the Colorado players.
And this is, you know, NAU thriving in this chaos. Woo! Now that was pretty. What a spectacular goal. Oh my goodness, show me this replay. Battle team over to Castillo, back to Aiden with the beautiful finish. Oh my.
That goal got me a little bit flustered, not gonna lie. You know, I kind of like that. Kind of like that. Very smooth, very smooth.
That was clean. That was absolutely just jaw-dropping. Love it, love it. Aiden showing us some more of that star power that we saw in game one, and now a comfortable 3-goal lead, and well, pretty confidently say this series is going to go 2-1 in favor of NAU after this game 3 victory. The work is not done, but the adaptations have been there. They're still playing chaotic and thriving in it once again.
Right, okay. Let's talk about how both teams kind of stack going into game 4. I don't really want either of them to change their kind of strategy right now. I think both are very suited to this play style. I think both have had good moments, both have had bad moments. Both of these rosters, of course, being Northern Arizona and Colorado. I'm just kind of trying to scratch my brain to how what they could get ahead of the other here. And honestly, I just think it's take your chances. Like, there's a lot of chances for both teams in these games. I think just Arizona have been taking more. Or maybe it could just be make more saves, be more clutch. It could be as simple as that. Be there when your team needs you. You know, more clutch plays. I guess that's the only way I can really say it here right now. You know, both these teams very equally matched.
Well, and that's easier said than done, of course. I mean, you got to find that right moment to take that chance. Otherwise, you're just leaving your defense open. Otherwise, you're making mistakes, right? That's a fine line between taking a calculated risk and making a crucial error.
We go match point for Northern Arizona to try and move to 3-0 and keep their unbeaten record in EGF. Of course, sort of fresh to EGF. I've been here for a couple of weeks. Joined us here for the spring split? Oh,
spring split, yeah.
It's still winter, though.
Yeah, but this goes into the spring, and that goes into the net as Battle Team finds the opening goal of the game for an NAU on track to close out the series.
Yeah, sorry for the distraction there.
A strong start. Yeah.
Strong start, very strong start. You know, I only just had to remind myself that, you know, school goes for longer than a month. You know, not that I education options. Anyways, 1-0 lead for Northern Arizona. Even closer to taking this series. But Colorado aren't out. Yeah, of course, Colorado in game 2, they fought back against Northern Arizona. And, I mean, this has been a pretty closely fought game in all of the games in this series so far.
Well, you know, funny you mentioned it, but like in Flagstaff, Arizona, where NAU are based out of, I think it's been spring there for like the past month, you know, but you go to Boulder, Colorado, and it's covered in snow. So, you know, it's all in perspective.
What?
It's all in perspective.
You know, I'm going to say this in the nicest way possible. I don't understand how that works. Your country's a mess. I'm joking there.
One's in the mountain, one's in the desert. All right, that's all I mean.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense to me.
Dumper thriving. It's the mountain dwellers, the Buffaloes out of Boulder, Colorado, who managed to get the tying goal here. What a great play.
Do Buffaloes live in mountains, typically?
No, typically plains, but you know, I don't
Oh, you know, that actually makes sense, because the Lumberjacks, they like the nice sunny weather. Oh, it's fine. Move on.
We digress, friends. We digress. Let's get this cast back on the rails quickly. AP going up high. Aiden with a great steal, pushing it down. Castillo in a race with Spark. Spark is going to win that one out. The battle team is there. Aiden decides to just let that one go and rotate back on the defense. A wise move. As Castillo get the touch, but here comes Colorado. Looking to put some pressure down, looking for that go-ahead goal. Thumper's not able to get it. Spark! Oh, it bounced dangerously off the post. Castillo with a nice little move. Pass on the battle team, and it instantly goes back the other way. Northern Arizona University takes the 2-1 lead.
This is a shot from midfield. Really good pass. Battle team. It says time to go night-night. From Castillo. You know, I'm looking at the chat. Is that a little bit of smack talk? I like it. This has been intense for both teams. A physical game for both teams. And I suspect that smack talk might escalate things a little bit further.
Does it fuel the fire, or just incite mistakes? That's what I'm waiting to see. Again, calculated risk. Bouncing with the good stuff there. Right in front of the Northern Arizona net. Castillo's able to snag that boost. Got to get back on the defense, though. Good touch. Castillo can't make it past Spark. Dangerous move. There's the risk from Spark. And it results in that right there. Oh, my goodness. Spark makes the big play to keep it in the zone. That right there with nobody behind them. And it results in the ball going up for Thumper, who's able to put this beautiful redirect on that. We are all tied up.
It's one of the goals we've seen tonight. I really like that finish. It's right in the top right. It's right in the air. And you know what I really like about it? It comes right after the smack talk. Right. When we talk about calculated risks in this series with these more aggressive play styles, that's a risk to send that message in chat, isn't it? You know, you're kind of playing with fire there. It didn't work out originally, but looks like they've got their spring back out of Northern Arizona. Nice goal from Aiden. Honestly, came out of nowhere.
I mean, what was that? Like, flips around
so
horizontally to like hit the ball with the front left side of the car? How does Aiden even do that? I wouldn't even know.
I would have analysed that, but I honestly, to be honest, I didn't understand it. Castillo's got another goal. It looks like Colorado, they're losing their heads a bit here, and they can't do that because Northern Arizona, they're on match point.
Oh, Spark was just late to read that one. Head was not focused on the immediate play before them, perhaps thinking too far ahead. But it leaves the goal open, and the lead is just increased to 2. These games have been pretty darn tight. This might be enough. University of Colorado need to start making even more risk, and at this point, I wouldn't blame them if they're a little less calculated. I mean, obviously, you can't give up any more goals, but the aggression needs to get ramped up, I think, one more step to try to send this to that game 5.
See it. So this has been a pretty hungry game between two hungry teams. I'm severely enjoying it. It's a different change of pace of what we've had tonight. Just two teams going at it, trying to play physical Rocket League. You know, we don't really get that too often in EGF, and I sense the start of a little bit of a rivalry between these two teams.
Absolutely. I could 100% see a rivalry developing between these two. Oh, Thumper with an opportunity. Nice move through the air. Thumper can't really do a whole lot with it. AP grabs it midfield. Aiden sends it right back. Battle team's going to push it into the cordon while Aiden goes off to find some boost. Castillo was there to help out, but eventually University of Colorado are able to get it out of the zone. The Thumper gets demoed at the midfield. AP has to come in and try to make it the slack. Has nothing to work with. Gets it stolen away. Up to Spark to try to convert once again off the same backboard. Castillo this time in the way.
Nice dink. It's a chance.
It's a big chance.
It's a save. Thumper keeps the minutes. 40 seconds left.
That's to make another one. No, that shot's going to go wide. Save or not, Colorado has to get into the blue end. Spark! It's got one.
You know what? If Colorado somehow works some magic these past 30 seconds, those 10 seconds or so are the pivotal moment in that. who was that? Fubber who made the save, I think it was?
Yes, it was.
Last second. I mean, I thought it was a goal. I was already, preparing to talk about the goal. Great save. And then that shot from Spark. Amazing. Colorado right back in. There's 30 seconds left. Can they stop Northern Arizona at the death?
If it hadn't have been for a demo, that would have been it just a moment ago. AP over to Spark. Battle team gets the steal. It goes back in front of the Colorado net. They've got to keep this in the air. Otherwise, this series is done. Thumper gets the touch. Aiden is going to slam it down. Aiden slams it right into the net. Aiden doesn't even throw it to the ground. Puts it into the goal for an emphatic end to an incredibly physical and almost personal feeling matchup. GG's in chat all around. NAU staying perfect so far here in their debut in EGF.
I really like that. That was a really fun, personal game. Great fun to cast. Great fun to see the personalities of these players come to life in what looked like a very personal, very physical game. You don't always get that in Rocket League, but you know what I'm looking forward to? The next time these two teams play. I don't know if you saw that right at the end. Oh, I've just seen the best joke of all time. So Castillo, I have to point this out. Castillo has just said in the chat, gonna have to see you later. So it's like Colorado's, yeah. Initials, very good, very good.
Well, I think we're gonna leave you on that bad pun as we get set up for our winners interview. We're gonna get one of our players in here momentarily and talk to this fledgling squad about their debut in EGF for their third week performing here and the outstanding game we just saw. Give us a minute to get it set up. We'll be back with you after this break.
You sure do like to share your opinions, talking big like somebody's listening. Nobody's listening. It's so fun and games until it doesn't toss me out. I'll hit the ignition. Now you listen. Hop up in the window. Smaller and smaller you fade out. Hop up in the window. Yeah. You cannot get my vibe. No, there's no way. I'm flying high above all your gravity, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, watch me levitate. You cannot get my vibe. No, there's no way. You can say what you want, call me insane, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, watch me levitate. Watch me levitate. Hey, watch me levitate. Try to paint me like a no-name, so sorry, but we're not the same. No, we're not the same. Boo-hoo, poor you, please forgive me, cause I don't feel any pity. I'm fed up with lies, you wanted my demise, now you're watching me rise. Up in the window, smaller and smaller you fade out. Up in the window, yeah. You cannot get my vibe, no, there's no way. I'm flying high above all your gravity, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, watch me levitate. You cannot get my vibe, no, there's no way. You can say what you want, call me insane, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, watch me levitate. Watch me levitate. Hey, watch me levitate. Up in the window. Up in the window. Up in the window. Up in the window.
Watch me levitate, watch me levitate, watch me levitate, watch me levitate, levitate. Watch me levitate, watch me levitate, watch me levitate, watch me levitate.
Watch me levitate. You cannot get my vibe, no, there's no way. I'm flying high above all your gravity, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, watch me levitate. You cannot get my vibe, no, there's no way. You can say what you want, call me insane, trying to bring me down, but I'll never stay. Hey, watch me levitate.
bittersweet and I'm walking slow. Sensitive, feel the afterglow. Looking for things that I can't control. Fear from my past, cause it always shows. Do I wanna try? Can I let it go? Running from the past.